Welcome back dear viewers. So, this is fourth session of mine. The last class we dealt with the algebraic limits, then we saw the derivation of trigonometric limit. You look at this slide, we derived this relation, that is limit of sin theta by sin theta as theta tends to 0 is equal to 1. So, this is called a trigonometric limit. Based on this trigonometric limit, we can also have corollaries. So, this same concept is extended for tan theta also, that is limit of tan theta by theta as theta tends to 0 is also equal to 1. Here sin theta by theta is 1. Suppose with the theta, if any multiples are there, 1 theta by 1 theta, 2 theta by 2 theta, 3 theta by 3 theta, 4 theta by 4 theta, like that. For the same limit, if sin of n theta divided by n theta, if it is like this also, whose value can also be taken as 1. For tan also we can take it as limit of tan n theta divided by n theta as theta tends to 0 is equal to 1. Based on this trigonometric limit, let us discuss few problems based on this. See, you take the problem sin n theta divided by theta, limit theta tends to 0. So, what is standard limit? Here we need n, limit theta tends to 0 sin of, if it is n theta, at the denominator we should also have n, but we do not have n here, we should include n at the denominator. For that we need to multiply and divide by n only for the purpose of making this given limit into a standard limit. That is limit of sin n theta by theta as theta tends to 0 is multiplied and divided by n. Then this n is taken here. Now it is of standard form. See what happened, this n is constant. This constant is taken at the prefix, that is n into limit of n sin of n theta divided by n theta as theta tends to 0. This is a standard limit whose value is equal to 1. So, 1 into n is n. You see the next problem, limit of sin of x by phi divided by x. So, this is to be converted into sin n x, n may be positive or negative or fraction, as x tends to 0 can also be taken as 1. Here in place of nx we have x divided by phi, in the denominator we have only x, we need x by phi, therefore we have to multiply and divided by 1 by phi for both numerator and denominator, then it reduces to x into 1 x by 5. This 1 by 5 is taken at the beginning, then this whole thing will become a standard form of this. So, whose value is what? Whose value is equal to 1. So, 1 into 1 by 5 is equal to 1 by 5. Look at the next problem, limit sin 4x divided by sin 2x as x tends to 0. This is our problem. Both numerator and denominator are in the sin only, that is sin mx divided by sin nx or sin nx divided by sin mx, it is of that form. To make the numerator and denominator into a standard form, what is our standard form? The limit as x tends to 0 sin nx divided by nx. We need 4x for the numerator, 2x for the denominator. Therefore, I will multiply and divided by 4x for the numerator term, that is for sin 4x. Similarly, for denominator we have a sin 2x, for that we have multiplied and divided by 2x. This 2x is taken here, sin 2x divided by 2x, sin 4x divided by 4x. This 4x is taken at the denominator of sin 4x. Remaining is what? 4x. Here we have a 2x. This x and this x get cancelled. 2 ones are 2 twos are. So, remaining is what? This 2 into the remaining thing. So, for this we, according to the property of limit, the limit is extended for both numerator and the denominator, that is limit of sin 4x by 4x as extends to 0 and limit of sin 2x by 2x as extends to 0. So, for both numerator and denominator you apply limits separately, that is 2, it is constant. For this we have a 1, and for this also, for the denominator also we have 1. So, 1 by 1 is 1, 2 into 1 is equal to 2. Next problem, we have taken tan problems. Limit as theta tends to 0, tan 3 theta divided by theta. You just recall this limit as theta tends to 0, tan of n theta divided by n theta is equal to 1. So, based on this theorem we have to take 3 theta at the denominator, we cannot take directly. So, for that we have to multiply and divided by 3 for both numerator and the denominator, and this 3 is taken here. This become what? 3 into theta, 3 theta. What about this 3? This 3 is taken at the beginning. So, 3 into limit of sin tan 3 theta divided by 3 theta, it will become the standard form, standard limit, whose value is equal to what? 1. So, 1 into 3 is what? It is 3 only. Next problem, a limit of sin square 3x divided by x square. Both numerator and denominator are having squares, right? Therefore, you take it as sin 3x divided by x whole square. This is also whole square, this is square, this is also square. I take them as a whole square. You look at the bracket. Inside the bracket we have sin 3x divided by x. To make this into standard form, here I need 3. Therefore, inside the bracket you multiply and divide it by 3. This 3 is taken here. Therefore, it becomes what? Sin 3x divided by 3x into 3. This is a constant. Now, this 3 is taken out of the bracket, is taken outside the bracket. So, it is 3 square, because as we know that a b whole square is equal to a square into b square. A b to the power of n can be taken as a to the power of n into b to the power of n. Based on that, you can take 3 square as well as sin 3x divided by 3x whole square. This is equal to 1. So, this is square, means I can take it as 2 times. Limit of sin 3x by 3x into sin 3x divided by 3x. I can extend the same limit for both the functions, that is limit of sin 3x by 3x as theta tends x tends to, here I should take x not theta, because variable should be in x only, because I have taken in x. Therefore, this is 1, this is also 1 into 3 square. 3 square is what? 3 square is 9. 9 into, for this we have 1, for this also we have 1. 9 into 1 is equal to 9 only. These are very simple problems. You can take next problem. So, I will work it on a board. You just see the problem. Problem is evaluate limit as x tends to 0 sin 3x into tan 4x all divided by x square, or you can take any numericals also 4x square like that. When you look at the problem, we have limit as x tends to 0 sin 3x into tan 4x all divided by 4x square. To make this sin 3x into a standard form, we need 3x at the denominator. I cannot take 3x at the denominator directly. So, I need 4x is to be multiplied and divided. At the same time, the tan 4x should also be converted into standard form, that is the tan 4x required 4x at the denominator I cannot take directly, therefore, I need to multiply and divide it by 4x, either I can take here or I can take here, whole divided by this 4x square, right. Then I will rewrite this as limit as x tends to 0, I take this 3x into this 4x, 4 into 3 12, x into x is what? X square. It is taken separately and other things are taken in the standard form, sin 3x divided by 3x into tan 4x divided by 4x all divided by 4x square. This x square and this x square get cancelled. 4 1s are 4 3s are 12. Finally, we have 3 into limit of x tends to 0 sin 3x divided by 3x into tan 4x divided by 4x. According to properties of theorem, limits of theorem, according to properties of limit, the same limit can be extended for both the terms, they are in product. Hence, its value is equal to what? Its value is equal to 1 and tan 4x by 4x, if I apply the limit, its value also become 1 and hence 3 into 1 into 1, it will be the 3 only, it is 3 only. The value of this limit is 3 only. Based on this, we can also work out some other problems. You see, limit of theta tends to 0 sin theta by 3 square divided by theta square. So, such problems are very oftenly given in the examinations. As I explained previous example, both are having squares, I will take them as theta tends to 0, sin theta by 3 divided by theta, I will put it whole square, because numerator is also having square, denominator is also having square, therefore, I can take it as whole square. Then I want to make the given bracket into a standard form. What is standard form? Limit of theta tends to 0, sin of n theta divided by n theta is equal to 1. To get into this form, I need theta by 3, therefore, I should multiply and divide it by 3 to theta, that is sin theta by 3 whole divided by, for theta I need to multiply and divide it by 3, that is whole square. Then you just consider only this much, this is what sin of n theta divided by n theta, sin of n theta by n theta as theta tends to 0 is what, is equal to 1. According to that, I can take this is 1, for this 1 into 3 is at the denominator, that is 1 by 3, again there is a whole square, I will consider it whole square. So, 1 into 1 by 3 is what, 1 by 3, 1 by 3 square, that is 1 square divided by 3 square, which is equal to 1 divided by 9. This is the answer for the problem taken. You look at the next problem. Limit x tends to 0, 3x minus sin 5x whole divided by 4 tan x plus 2x. The problem is in the mixed form, tan function is there, sin function is there, algebraic terms are also there. In any problem, if sin, tan and algebraic terms or cos is given, you just concentrate the trigonometric functions, that to sin and tan, because we have only theorems for sin and tan only, we do not have theorem for cos and other things. You can convert the given cos into sin or secant into tan for given such problems. Here you can consider only sin and tan. Wherever you find sin function and tan function, for that only you take into a standard form. How to take only this much into a standard form? You can take by multiplying both numerator and denominator of sin 5x as multiply and divide by 5x only. At the same time, for tan x you multiply and divide it by x. What we require, that with that term we have to multiply and divide. Here I need 5x at the denominator, therefore I multiplied and divided by 5x. Here I need only x at the denominator of tan, therefore I considered multiply and divide by tan. Then you make this into a convenient form, that is standard form. You take 3x as it is minus sin of 5x divided by this 5x, and this 5x is taken as it is, whole divided by 4 tan of x, this x is taken at the denominator and into x plus 2x. Look at this step, all the terms are having x, you can cancel by taking common. So, this is of the standard form, you do not apply directly the limit here, because if you take the limit for this you have to put x is equal to 0, that is why do not write this is equal to 1 in the next step. In the next step what we have to do? We have to cancel the x by taking common. I cannot cancel this x and this x with this x, because this is difference of two terms, this is sum of the two terms. Therefore, I have to be taken as a common, because this x is common at both numerator and denominator. If I take x is outside, what is remaining? 3, minus if I take x is outside, what is remaining? 5. I will take first 5 and remaining sin 5x divided by 5x whole divided by, in the denominator also you take x as common. If I take x common, remaining is 4 into tan of x divided by x plus 2 only, x get cancelled, x get cancelled. Therefore, after cancelling this x and this x, remaining thing is what? 3 minus 5 sin 5x by 5x, 4 tan x by x plus 2, apply the limit. What is limit? Limit as x tends to 0. For constant I cannot do anything, I should take as it is 3, I should take 3 minus 5 into this becomes standard limit, whose value is equal to what? Sin of n theta by n theta, as theta tends to 0 is 1, according to that this is 1 whole divided by 4 into 1 plus 2. Simplify this, 5 into 1 is equal to 5, 3 minus 5 is minus 2 divided by 4 into 1 4, 4 plus 2 is what? 6. This is equal to minus 1 divided by 3. This is the answer, you got it. If the problem is having sin terms, tan terms, you do standard form by multiplying and dividing with the required time. That is very important. See here, sin 5x is there, tan x is there, only for this you multiply and divide by 5x, only for the tan x you multiply and divide by x, because I need x at the denominator. Then you go for standard forms by simplifying, taking x at common, it should be cancelled, apply the limit, you will get the answer. You take next problem. In the first class itself, I mentioned that the trigonometric ratios and their formulas are very important in understanding calculus. You look at this problem as limit x tends to pi by 2 sin theta, secant theta minus tan theta. By applying standard limit theta, you take theta tends to pi by 2, secant pi by 2, secant pi by 2 is infinity, this is also infinity, therefore it become indefinite form. To solve or to find the limit of a function, I should convert this into simpler form, that is limit theta tends to pi by 2, secant theta can be taken as 1 by cos theta minus tan theta can be taken as what? Sin theta divided by cos theta. Is it clear? So, as theta tends to pi by 2, secant theta minus tan theta is given problem. If I apply the limit, it will become indeterminate form. Hence, you convert into sin in terms of sin and cos. both denominators are having cos, you take the LCM. What is LCM for this? When we have a common term at the denominator, that will become the LCM. Cos theta is LCM. Cos theta is there, therefore I take only 1. Here cos theta is at the denominator, LCM is also theta, therefore leaving that we will take it as sin theta. If you apply the limit, again it becomes what? Sin 90, sin 90 is 1, 1 minus 1, cos 90 is 0, therefore 0 by 0. Again I cannot take it as a standard value, it will become indeterminate form, therefore I have to reduce this into another simplified form. To do that, I need to be multiply and divide the given term or remaining term with 1 plus sin theta, that is I am going to rationalizing, I am rationalizing the reduced term 1 minus sin theta divided by cos theta or cos x, it is theta, it is multiplied and divided by 1 plus sin theta. You consider this is a minus b, a plus b, a minus b, a plus b, it will become what? A square minus b square. According to this, it reduces to what? A square minus b square all divided by cos theta into 1 plus sin theta. As we know that 1 square is what? 1, 1 minus sin square, 1 minus sin square is 1 minus sin square a is what? Cos square a. Therefore, according to that I can take 1 minus sin square is equal to cos square. Pi by 2 tends to, sorry, theta tends to pi by 2. This is what? Cos square divided by cos theta into 1 plus sin theta. Cos theta cancel. Now apply the limit. Theta is what? Theta is equal to pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 divided by 1 plus sin pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 is always 0. 1 plus sin pi by 2 is 1, 0 by 2 is equal to 0 only. This is our answer for the problem limit theta tends to pi by 2 secant theta minus tan theta. Next, look at the another problem. This is different when compared to previous problems. A limit x tends to 0, cos 5x minus cos 2x all divided by x square. Here both the terms are in cos only, cos 5x minus cos 2x divided by x square. We do not have standard limit in terms of cos. So, we have standard limit only in sin and only in tan. So, therefore, you can convert this cos terms in terms of sin terms. So, how they are looking? The numerator is looking of this type, cos of C minus cos of D. Cos C minus cos D is equal to minus 2 sin C plus D by 2 into sin C minus D by 2. Cos C minus cos D is equal to minus 2 sin of C plus D by 2 into sin of C minus D by 2. What is C? You take this is C. What is D? 2x is taken as D. Therefore, limit as x tends to 0 minus 2 sin C. C is what? 5x plus D. D is what? 2x divided by 2 into sin of 5x minus 2x divided by 2 all divided by x square. 5x plus 2x is 7x, 7x by 2. Limit as x tends to 0 minus 2 into sin 7x divided by 2 into sin 5 minus 2 is 3, 3x divided by 2 all divided by x square. See, this is sin of 7x by 2 into sin of 3x divided by 2. There are product of two sin terms. So, wherever you come across sin terms, what I mentioned, you should always take them into a standard form. How? By multiplying and dividing with the required time. For the first term, what is required term? 7x divided by 2. For the second term, what is required? 3x divided by 2. Therefore, you multiply and divided by 7x by 2 for this, multiply and divided by 3x by 2 for this term. So, it will become limit x tends to 0 minus 2 into sin of 7x by 2 into 7x by 2 divided by 7x by 2 into sin of 3x by 2, for which I have to multiply and divided by 3x by 2, 3x by 2 all divided by what? All divided by x square. You take this x, x square, x into x square cancelled with x square. By looking at the term sin of n theta by n theta, sin of m theta by m theta, as theta tends to 0, it is of that standard form. Therefore, you apply the standard limit minus 2 into, for this answer is equal to what? Answer is equal to 1, because it is of n sin nx divided by nx, 1 into, this is also 7 by 2 into, for this we have 1 into 3 divided by 2. So, 2 get cancelled. Finally, minus 1 into 7 into 1 into 3, that is 7 into 3 is equal to 21 divided by 2 is answer. So, like that we can solve the problems of this type. If they are in cos, if both the terms are in cos, you should take them as cos C minus of cos D. Plus they will not give, because if there is a plus, what happens? Both will become cos. Again for cos we do not have solution or standard limit. If it is given plus, you could have directly applied limit, you will get the answer, that will become direct limit. Next, you take little complicated problem. It involves more steps, that is limit theta tends to 0, 1 minus cos 2 theta plus tan square theta all divided by theta into sin theta. it was one of the question in previous exams. 1 minus cos 2 theta plus tan square theta divided by theta into sin theta as theta tends to 0. First we have to understand the problem. It is in cos, this is in tan, this is in tan. I can convert this into standard form, this can also be converted into standard form, but here we have a power of 2, here the power is equal to 1 and 1 minus cos 2 theta. In trigonometry we have this formula, cos 2a is equal to 2 cos square a minus 1. Therefore, using this, or it is 1 minus 2 sin square a. From these two terms you can take minus 2 sin square a this side, it will become plus 2 sin square a, 1 1, this is taken at the right side, it is transferred to right side, it will become minus cos 2a. So, wherever you have 1 minus cos 2a, you can take it as 2 sin square a. Based on that, you replace it 1 minus cos 2 theta as 2 sin square theta, theta tends to 0, 2 sin square theta plus I will take tan square theta as it is divided by theta into sin theta. 2 sin square theta plus tan square theta both are in sin and tan term. So, when there is a sin and tan term, you can convert them into standard form easily. Therefore, you can reduce it to theta tends to 0, 2 into sin square theta. I need theta square at numerator and denominator, therefore, I will multiply and divide it by theta square plus tan square theta, it is multiplied and divided by tan square theta divided by theta into sin theta. For sin theta, you can multiply and divide it by theta. This is theta square, this is also theta square, this is theta into theta, it is also theta square. I can take this is theta square as common. See, limit theta tends to 0, if I take theta square as common, 2 into sin theta by theta whole square plus theta square is outside, tan theta by theta whole square. I am writing in terms of standard forms, standard limit. This theta into theta, theta square into sin theta divided by theta. This theta square get cancelled. Then it is equal to, answer is what? It is 2 and sin theta by theta is there, sin theta by theta is there, its answer is what? 1 square plus again tan theta by theta, it is standard form whose value is what? 1 square whole divided by, this is also standard limit whose value is equal to 1. Then it will reduce us to 2 into 1 square is 1, 2 plus 1 divided by 1, or its answer is equal to 2 only. So, in limits also we use such trigonometric problems, therefore, we need the basic knowledge of trigonometric formulas. That is why I am again stressing you, please recall all the trigonometric relations, all the trigonometric formulas you studied in the first sem in brief, or you have to be recalled regularly. And next we can go for other problem like this. You look at the slides, I can show you more number of problems here. Next problem is what? Limit theta tends to 0, 1 minus cos theta divided by theta square. When you see this problem, you can work out in two methods. One is by taking rationalization method, that is 1 plus cos theta, 1 plus cos theta is multiplied and divide, then multiply and divide by 1 plus cos theta, it will become a minus b, a plus b, that is a square minus b square divided by theta square into 1 plus cos theta. So, what is 1 square minus cos square? That is 1 square is what? 1. 1 minus cos square is equal to sin square. This is taken into sin square theta divided by theta. It is what? It is a standard limit, and I am separating this term, that is 1 by 1 plus cos theta. If I apply the limit, what happens? Sin theta by theta whole square, whose value is equal to what? 1. Then apply the limit for this, 1 divided by 1 plus cos 0. Cos 0 is what? Cos 0 is 1. This 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. This 1 into 1 is equal to 1. 1 by 1 plus 1 is 2. It can also be solved in this way. See, as I expressed on the board, 1 minus cos theta according to trigonometric relation, 1 minus cos theta can be taken as 2 sin square theta divided by 2 whole divided by theta square. That is limit theta tends to 0, theta tends to 0 to this sin square theta by 2. I need theta by 2 at the denominator, therefore, I multiplied by 2 square and divided by 2 square. This 2 is taken outside, 2 is taken outside, sin of theta divided by 2 whole divided by theta divided by 2 whole square, and this is 1 divided by 4, 1 divided by 4. So, this is also what? It is 2 1 ja 2, 2 ja, answer is, this is taken as 1 into 1 by 2, it is 1 by 2 only. Next, you see this, for such problem we have to multiply and divide by the rationalization method, 1 plus sin x, 1 plus sin x, 1 plus sin x, it is multiplied and divided by, numerator become what? 1 minus sin x by 1 plus sin x, it is equal to a square minus b square, a square minus b, a square is 1 minus sin square, 1 minus sin square is what? 1 minus sin square theta is always equal to cos square theta. So, it will become cos square divided by cos, this cos cancel, you can apply the limit for this, limit of cos, you see remaining cos and 1 by 1 plus sin x. Cos into limit is applied for this, cos pi by 2 1 by 1 plus x is equal to what? X is equal to pi by 2. Therefore, in place of x I have written pi by 2. 1 by 1 plus cos pi by 2 sin 90, sin 90 is always equal to 1, sin 90 is always equal to 1, cos 90 is always 0. Therefore, 0 into anything is equal to 0. We can also see the change of variables, means the problem will be given in one variable. If you apply the limit, it will become 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity form, that is indeterminate form. Hence, we have to change that variable. I will show one example. See this, limit as x tends to pi by 2, cot x divided by 2x minus pi. If I take pi by 2, it will become infinity 0 by 0 form. Therefore, you take this 2x minus pi as theta, When I take 2x minus pi is equal to theta, therefore, 2x is equal to what? 2x is equal to theta plus pi or pi plus theta. Therefore, x is equal to what? Pi divided by 2, theta divided by 2. So, if I change this into theta, so x is also converted into theta, the limit also changed. When you want to change the limit, therefore, put x value is equal to pi by 2 in theta, as x is equal to pi by 2, therefore, theta is equal to what? Theta is equal to 2 into pi by 2, pi 2 to cancel, 2 pi by 2 minus pi. So, 2 to cancel, pi minus pi is equal to what? 0. Therefore, as theta tends to pi by 2, theta also becomes 0. Therefore, you apply the limit, then it will become what? Using cot of 90 minus theta is equal to minus tan theta. Instead of cot of pi by 2 plus theta by 2, it will become minus tan theta by 2 divided by theta. So, multiply and divide by theta, 2 for the theta, hence it will become standard form. You take this 2 outside, tan of theta by 2 divided by theta by 2, it will become 1. So, 1 into minus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. You can go for other problems also. We have a standard results, you just remember, as limit of 1 plus 1 by n to the power of n as n tends to infinity is e. Limit of 1 plus x to the power of 1 by x as x tends to 0 is also equal to 1, e, they are also called exponential limits. Limit of ax minus 1 divided by x as x tends to 0, whose value is always equal to log of a. Limit of e power x minus 1 divided by x as x tends to 0 is log of e when base e is there. Therefore, when they are having same base, then it will become 1. You just see the problem or you look at the results. These are standard limits. You can work out 1 or 2 problems based on this. You have to remember this result is very important. They will ask in your technical subjects, they use directly the standard forms. If you want, you can work out 1 or 2 examples, otherwise you just remember the standard limits. So, with this I conclude the limits session. So, if you want any clarification, you can call me at this number I have given at the end. This is my number 9448832279. If you want any clarification, you can please call me. So, yesterday I received one call from Polytechnic. They are asking, sir, why you are not using Kannada? So, I am trying. Next class definitely I use few words Kannada. Regarding limit chapter, if you have any doubt, please call me at this number. Thank you.